Capricorn, welcome to your weekly reading here on the Astroflower, going from the 29th of July through to the 4th of August. Yes, Mercury retrograde leaves space for the unexpected at the moment, basically. And do not get caught up in the sways of energy that pull us from pillar to post, which you might have seen in our energy videos that we also do on this sort of channel. You'll be also to get the information on the energies that are coming through, which is air and fire energy at the moment. You'll be able to see that on the energy update on this channel as well, which the solar flares that are hitting the earth and then vibrating through the earth and obviously vibrating into us. So let's just see, without further ado, let's just see what's going on for you. You've got the overall energies here, you've got the karmic message for your relationship side, karmic message for your financial side, influence in the universe, past self, future self, and the lessons or the information that you can take out of this week here. Let's just see what's going on for you at the moment. Wow, the general energy here, it's regal. It's like a column of knowledge and understanding, and it seems to be that you're attracting, because of this knowledge and understanding. It could be an experience, it could be exams that you've done, it could be an online course, it could be just your life experiences that you've done that's bringing forth to the future, to now, of being a point of reference for people. That's what it seems like more than anything else. Eight of Pentacles. That is that tower there that I'm talking about. It's a tower, it's a monument to the work or the path that you've had to do. I think this is possibly to do with Pluto going out of Capricorn. It's going to be coming back into Capricorn in October, November, around that period of time, and then it will be gone definitively for the next 200 odd years, so it will not be back in your sign whilst you or I are alive. But this is, I think this is testament, and I think this is where you're giving witness to your understanding over the last 16 years, because that's how long Pluto was in your sign, or in our sign, because I'm Capricorn as well. And I think this is where you're bringing all this good work that you've been doing over the last 16 years, which I know has been very hard, indeed. And you're bringing this to the forth, and people will start recognizing it. But it's relying on that inner source of understanding that is within you, I think, is really important. See what's going on in your relationship side. Your karmic message here is tied into connections with the universe. That means the world, the general sort of like spiritual path that is around you, the greater or the larger spiritual path in your life. It's not necessarily down to the day-to-day things, it's more down to what am I learning in this whole life sort of scenario. And it seems to be karmic is tied into that. There seems to be like, I almost feel like that there's, because of this energy here, there's like you're bringing forth a lot of understanding and helping people or helping your relationships to connect to the universal energies that are around you. And that's sure, it's almost like that's what your karmic role is within the relationship side here, and helping people to see things in a different light, helping people to see the spiritual or the karmic connection to life that each of us have. And you can do that within your relationships and how you connect with people. And if they, if the people that you are in a relationship with, and that could be family, friends, or community, or even just a one-to-one relationship, if they get success, you will also get success, because it will make your relationships a lot better, because there's a lot more understanding going on. And that's what it seems to be. The universe is playing out as well. There's a lot of sort of like social sort of stuff going on as well, and connections with the outside world. And it seems to be playing this way, both of the karmic mission and your connection to the outer universe. You're bringing in a lot of information, I think, channeling a lot of things, trusting your intuition. Your past is, and I've seen this with all the earth signs as well, there seems to be a lot of things like, it's almost sort of saying, the past is the past, it's not the future. Start creating your future and discovering your future, and start exploring your future in regards to your relationship side. What's happened in the past, you would have learned from. but it doesn't necessarily mean it has to happen in the same way in the future. And that's where I think you can make a lot of the adjustments in your future side, in regards to your relationship side. It's a real glow up moment for you in a very spiritual sense. There's a really deep understanding that you can find within you. I'm not sure most other people probably don't have around you, but that makes you shine in regards to the relationships. It helps you to open up the relationships and go into something that's a lot deeper, because your emotions run very deep, Capricorn, and I think that's what's playing in there as well. It almost gives you, it puts you in a saintly position. I don't want to say that, but it sort of puts you in a saintly position. What's going on with the lesson from this week here? Don't be afraid to take your place, to take your chair at the table. It's like you've done all this work here, and it's almost as if like you're kind of going, oh, I don't know whether I should, do I deserve it or not? Yeah, you do. And I think you need to know that this week. The Devil card is on your karmic path, on your relationship side. This is you, the Devil card. I think this is, karmic path is just sort of saying, allow you to be you. Allow your experiences and to come to the fore. And yeah, allow your understanding, your knowledge about the past, and bring it to the fore, and being able to see all sides of it. You know, that's the thing with the devil. The devil sort of puts a lot of temptation in our way. And if we understand, you know, if we go through that and we understand that, we can help other people to sort of like see where, you know, where life or other humans or other people are sort of putting temptations in your way, which is probably not good for those people. And this is where I think you can see things really, really clearly according to your life, which is going to help and engage you in relationships around you in a much more profound way than anything else. This is from the universe. 5 of Wands here. Is the universe fighting with you? No, I don't think so. The universe is actually giving you a lot of insight. And this is where this person here, as you can well see, they've extracted that wand from those 4 of Wands. Now, the 4 of Wands is the coming together of 2 sort of opposing plans that actually work well together. But it doesn't necessarily mean it's going to work well together indefinitely. And I think you're moving out of the chaos of in regards to relationships, because you're moving into something that's a lot deeper. And when it's a lot deeper, there's a lot less chance of it going wrong. If you imagine you're walking down a valley that's really wide, but it doesn't have like very high hills on either side. So you can wander around, you can discover a lot of things. It would take ages to go down that valley. The moment you go down like a canyon, and you're down in a canyon, there's not a lot of choices to be had out of this. And I think it's an internal fight more than anything else with yourself to feel good about who you are. And I think it's now on your karmic path to be who you are, to live who you are. The moment you connect your past to your future, and this is where all the learning comes in, this is the ultimate sort of successful, very quick and successful pathway to you. A canyon doesn't tend to sort of like meander like a river, really. It does a little bit, but you know, it doesn't, you know, it doesn't like a gorge, as we would also say. It tends to be pretty straight, really. And I think here is like your past is, and the information that is coming through from your past and of what you've lived is going to really help you to keep laser focused on where you're going in the future, and it's going to bring success to you. In the future, you get the 4 of Cups. This is that whole distilling of those experiences of your social connection with everybody that is around you with those 3 of Cups, and distilling it into 1 cup. Taking all the best elements of any relationships you've had in the past and putting it into this 1 cup here. And this 1 cup is almost like, it's as if it's like you, and investing in your happiness, I think is really important. When you do, that will allow your partner or any future partner or any other relationships to also to invest in your happiness, because you're being very clear about what things make you happy. What's the lesson out of this week? That the Ace of Wands, out with the old and in with the new. This is this new you coming through, and the out with the old is that the universe is obviously connecting you to a lot of things, but I wouldn't get in arguments about it, you know, in regards to socializing and stuff like that. You don't have to force your point. That's the point. That's the thing. You don't have to force your point upon others. You just have to be. And the moment you do that, that's where the success comes in, according to the past. And that Ace of Wands there, that out with the old and in with the new, is all about that. All about really channeling those essences into one thing that is really good for you. On your financial side, your karmic path here is playing a little bit into your path. There's obviously something that you've been working on and you want to work on, and you've been working for a long time and want to get the best out of life. And it is part and parcel of that Eight of Wands there. It is something, you're building a pillar of, you know, of recognition of the work that you've done. And your karmic path is to go, you know, go to the destination. So there's something that you've been working on for a long time, and it's a case of here sort of saying, whatever you've been doing, don't stop what you've been doing. There may be a case of having to change things according to what you've done in the past, but you're on this pathway, which is good for you, regardless of whether it's a career path, a business, or a project. If you want to start that business and it's been niggling you for a long time, now is the time to do it. It's on your karmic path to start that business, to start that project, to start doing things that are really going to help sort of like you to get more in the way of sort of material wealth in your life, because I think it's going to help you on your relationship side. But it's definitely playing into something that's in the past that's attached to you. It's almost like an ambition that needs to be finalized. On the universe here, the universe is also playing outwards as well. So there's obviously quite a bit of networking going on, connecting with other people. Seems quite joyous. It will open opportunities. What is this past about? Well, this past is playing into that as well, very much like the Chariot card there as well. I think there's, when you've been working on something for a long time, you may not have got the success in the past. Slight changes will make it come across something that's, you know, like something that's been refreshed. And it's also going to refresh your passions for what you're doing. And this past here is sort of saying, you've done the work. Now it's a case of the presentation of it needs to be adjusted in order to get the best out of it. And that's when you're going to get the results, I think, more than anything else. And your future self here, it breeds in, doing what you're doing and recognizing the good work that you've done breeds in a great opportunity for you. There's a good opportunity coming your way because of your consistency, your application into work, your determination, and those sort of things are playing through. And it's putting all the cards to your side, really, more than anything else, in your favor. What's the lesson or the message that's supposed to be coming out today, this week, sorry? This success that you're getting, where do you want to take it? So once you get to the success, it's like, it's not a case of kind of going, oh, I got success so far, I can stop, I can relax and don't do anything anymore. No. How are you going to build on that success? You know, start building. I think that's the message that really comes through from here. Start building. Yeah, this is, as I say, the karmic path is tied into your past. You got the Seven of Wands here. The 7 is the evident path for me, number 7. It's revealing that evident path for you. Something that you're very passionate about, that you've been passionate about for a very long time, is the pathway that you should be following. It's very evident. You've obviously had successes with it in the past. And what are you going to do with that success? How are you going to take it to the next level, as it were. And I think that's on your karmic path to do that. On the connection to the universe, this is connecting with other people around you. This ties into that as well. That whole pillar of understanding and knowledge is the Emperor card, is sitting in your power, sitting in a position of knowledge and understanding in regards to the world that is around you, in regards to your job. And you get the Page of Wands. There's something that you've been playing around with, obviously, for a long time, and I think you've tried to put it in many different forms and many different ways, and this is where Pluto could come into it. And now you're realizing it's being revealed to you, the actual one that you need to take, according to your past. So anything that you've been doing in the past just needs to be reshaped or redefined slightly, and that's when you're going to get the success out of things. And in your future, you get the King of Swords. Huge amounts of wisdom, understanding, judgment according to the past. There's a very powerful situation that you are creating because you've been determined about where you're going. And the King of Swords, through that judgment and that wisdom, he's not really choosing a pathway. He's following the wisdom and judgment that he has made. The Queen of Swords is looking out to one side. She's choosing a pathway, but she's got control over her emotions, as it were. The King of Swords here is really following the evident path, which is coming from your karmic path here. And I think it's going to bring very, very good success. And this is it. As I said, why not you? There is a big offering here that plays into your life. And look at that on both sides. Out with the old and in with the new. And you get the Knight of Cups here. There's a big offering that's coming into you. Someone's communicating something. There's an offering that really plays to your spirit side. And I think this is where you've been planning a lot or playing around with your passions. It's now becoming evident, and you need to sit in your power, and you need to take that seat at the table, Capricorn. Do not worry about it. Take that seat at the table. Accept your success. It's difficult to do sometimes, especially for Capricorns, because we like it when it's not easy. We like it when it's difficult. You know, when we like it there's a challenge in life. Let's just see what's going on with the Light Seers card, shall we? The Hangman. Did you get the Hangman? No, I thought you did. The Hangman with the Eight of Swords. People are going to see you differently. I think this is what that's all about. I don't necessarily think I don't think you realize how much work you've done. You almost is like, you know, you're almost overqualified in a way. But it's and I think you haven't that's the only way you're going to see things differently, because you're going to realize how good you've been. What the work you've actually done is a formidable. I've got the Ace of Pentacles, and I picked out the Sun card, and this is with your karmic path. You being you. Once you are you, obviously the Ace of Pentacles, I'm going to put back in the pack actually. The Ace of Pentacles is a great opportunity, a physical opportunity, and that's, I think, tied into the Ace of Wands. But you being you will make you enormously happy by taking life or your relationships to a new, profound and depth, emotionally, physically, and this offers an opportunity to you. This also offers an opportunity to other people that are around you, and it's whether those people take it or not, then you'll know it is perfect for you. The influence on the universe, we had the Five of Wands. You finally realizing and taking yourself out of conflictual situations and leaving the past of where it was, the disappointment of the past, and that's where those three cups come into play again, because those are those three cups that are a little bit wasted. And then you've got the two cups that are next to it, and that is your future. And that is part and parcel of that thing coming into your life, that essence of finalizing a lot of things, or streamlining a lot of things within your relationship side here. And this disappointment is where being connected with other people, it will become so obvious to you. It will be blatantly clear. From your past, you get the Three of Swords with the Chariot card. You're moving very quickly away from emotional stress and strains, or situations or relationships that just caused you nothing but heartache in the past. You're moving away from that very, very quickly. You'll see it as a great victory in your life, but it'll also only be there if you do take things into a really profound way about things. This channeling of the best essence of yourself will take you off on a whole new mission. This may be what that Ace of Pentacles was about, where it fell out, but it's certainly out with the old and in with the new. And this is where you're starting to, in your future, there is a mission in regards to spirit and in regards to emotions and relationships, which is very, it appeals to you enormously. It appeals to you in a really, really good way. And makes you feel very, very happy about where you're going and what you're going into. Four of Cups. You've now got the Four of Cups twice there, and I think the lesson that comes out of this week here is distilling things into this one cup, out of the old and in with the new, with the Ace of Swords there. And this is you being the new you, and just accepting your happiness, and recognizing that people around you are going to be a little bit in awe of the work that you've actually done on yourself, and the new you that is coming to the surface. But it's that new you is full of enormous amounts of depths, spiritually, emotionally, morally, physically, in every aspect, which people are going to have to get used to around you. And that's where people, I think, are going to see you in a different light. On your financial side, with the Seven of Wands, you get the World card. Now, the World card is you. It's a Capricorn card. It brings all the elements to the table, because in the Astroflower, you have pretty much the similar sort of elements, the amounts of elements within you. You're the only sign that got that sort of aspect to you, much more than any other sign. The only other sign that is close to that is Cancer, which is your opposite sign. But here is the evident path that you're going to go into is opening up a brand new opportunity in your financial, business or project side of life, which is what that Knight of Cups is all about. And that seat at the table, the recognition that you should be getting. Look at that. That's what the universe is. I think the universe recognizes the brilliance within you as well. And the universe is backing you all the way. And then this is where I think you really do need to take a seat at that table and sit in your power. You've got the King of Wands now with the Emperor card here. Control over your physical environment in regards to your connection to your universe around you. Seeing which coincidences are worth following up. But having the confidence to do that. And having confidence to own that situation. And that's where the King of Wands comes into play. And that's the pathway you need to follow. That's what you've been learning about with the Page of Wands. And he's taking that one wand and going off. That's exactly what you've got there. And I think the universe is encouraging you to the hilt to follow your pathway, to do whatever you've got to do. Not everything is going to work with absolute pure success, but the majority of it, 99% of it, I think is going to work for you. As I said, the past is sort of stonewalling you here. You get the Page of Wands with the Page of Wands. You've learned a lot about your passions. There is a passion that is ingrained within you that you should be following, and within your career path, your business or your job. Whatever it is, there's something that you've been working on for a long time. As I say, I think you're going to finally get the results out of it. And look at that. The King of Swords, which is all to do with the judgment, wisdom and so forth, you get the Judgment card. And with the Judgment cards, it's like an ascension. You're moving up to a higher level. And this is all about taking that seat at the table and recognizing your own, the amount of work that you've put into life is, and it seems like the universe is recognizing this for you. It seems like it's sort of saying, we know what you've been through in the last 16 years, and now we've got your back. And we've really got your back. And that's what the Knight of Cups is all about. And what is it bringing in? This offering that's bringing into you is the Ten of Cups. Happiness after difficulty. As I said, over the last 16 years, I think you might have had life being pretty difficult for you. Now it's all sort of switching and playing into your favor here and playing into your happiness. But it comes in with communication with other people, and that could be communication in regards to a contract, getting a loan. There's lots of things that are really opening up for you. Certainly communicating with a lot of people around you, or connecting with a lot of people around you through an offering, through the hard work that you've done in the past. And it's just going to make you feel that it's all been so well worth it. Really, really well worth it. Absolutely brilliant, Capricorn. The most important thing here is believing in yourself, or knowing yourself and knowing how good you are. Once you start doing that, that's when you're going to get the good results as well. There you go. I hope you enjoy all the energy videos that we put out on this channel as well. It helps you to get a better insight into the tarot readings that we do on a weekly basis. And it'd be lovely to see you there for that. There's always a learning curve. We're always learning. Yes, so I'll either see you on those videos, or I'll see you on another one here on the channel. Thank you very much for all the support you give to this channel by subscribing, clicking that bell. Don't forget to do that. Yeah, any support that you can give through the YouTube system. Yes, in the meantime, don't forget, life should be fun, so please do enjoy.